honestly, Trey Lance, we haven't seen it from him. With enough quarterbacks and enough teams needing a quarterback, teams that maybe are too far out of the way to get a CJ Stroud or a Bryce Young, or maybe they don't want to have a project quarterback like a Will Levis, go after a Trey Lance, someone that you can give up. I think they can still get compensation for Trey Lance. It's not like he's a lost cause,
Yeah.
but go out, trade away Trey Lance, keep Brock Purdy. You have enough talent. If he wins a Super Bowl with the 49ers, this isn't even a conversation.
Yeah, no, it's not a conversation, especially because how well he's playing. You have George Kittle locked up, right?
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey locked up.
Yeah.
Debo Samuel, you just locked
Legit.
him up. So it's like this team's not going anywhere. And
Yeah.
then I know, like, we talk about Mahomes, and I don't really want to compare him to him just because he doesn't have the arm strength, but
Yeah.
he's not as fast as this guy. But his pocket presence, the way he was able to maneuver and make off kilter throws, reminds me a lot of Russell Wilson early in his career. I know Russell Wilson's kind of taking a downturn now, but in his prime, Russell Wilson was really great at extending the play, creating it. That's something Jimmy Garoppolo's never done, and Trey Lance just has not played enough football. At
Yeah.
this point, it's like he only played one season in college. We have to go over and over. And then he's played 4 games in the NFL and been hurt how many times? Twice. So it's
Yeah.
like he's been hurt 50% of the time. You've gone through that with Garoppolo. And now you have this guy, Brock Purdy, who everyone loves. Brock Purdy is the best quarterback since he started playing in the NFL. And if you want to talk about weapons, did Patrick Mahomes not have Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce at the same time? You want to talk about a guy who had weapons? It's not what weapons you have, it's how you maximize those weapons. And he's figuring out how to maximize Debo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey in the run game and the
Yeah.
passing game, and George Kittle. It's like George Kittle is playing the best football of his career, and he's
Yeah.
starting to look like the dynamic tight end we all know he could be. I know the first 6 years of his career, him and Travis Kelce's stats are basically identical. And then along came Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce's stats went crazy.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm seeing right now with George Kittle and Brock Purdy. And I do think George Kittle's a little bit faster and a little bit more physical. So I'm excited to see how that develops. But overall, great game for Seattle. The
Yeah.
defense showed up and basically told Seattle, it's like, yeah, we let you guys hang around the first half, but
I'm going to say
you
something
need to
about
make
Brock
some.
Purdy. One last thing.
Okay.
Brock Purdy's the best late round quarterback. I'm talking like 6th or 7th round pick since Tom Brady.
Since Tom Brady. Yeah.
Just look at the other guys. Who else can you compare him to?
No one.
Because Brady, we already know, in 199 went on to win a Super Bowl. Their team with Brady, obviously that year, elevated, won the Super Bowl with them, carried by a great defense and decent weapons. This team, their offense, there's not a single hole on their offense. Their offensive line has been solid. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell. You got the tight ends, you got the wide receivers. Their defense is playing really elite. He's the best quarterback who was drafted in the 6th and 7th round since Tom Brady.
Yeah, and I'll say with that, not too many quarterbacks get drafted in the 6th or 7th round. So I definitely agree he is the best. He won a playoff game, and it's like people are like, oh yeah, but he beat the Seahawks at home. No, dude.
No.
It's still his first playoff game at home
Yeah.
where you're the overwhelming favorite and people expect you to roll Seattle. It's like there's a lot of pressure on you, and Seattle's defense has some dudes, and the fact that it's like no big deal, no pressure, it took him
Not
a little
just
bit to
that.
settle in.
Yeah, not just that. You blew him out.
Yeah.
You blew him out. You threw 4 touchdowns, 18 to 30, so call it 64%, 332 yards. If we're talking about guys who had probably the best game of this Super Wildcard weekend, Brock Purdy's right there. He's probably the best.